Well, good morning, everybody. Just wanted to make a video on my wife's experiences using Ozempic over the last year, maybe a little over a year, not much. Brief history: my wife is basically morbidly obese, diabetic, been diabetic for the past 20 years, we found out. Type 2, she takes insulin regularly, been doing that for a long time. Her blood sugar is mostly under control, especially these last 10 years. She's been doing really good, and her sugars are in line really good. Her A1C is like 6.3 and has been for some years now. And for the most part, she's been feeling pretty good. And she's always a positive, like a chipper person. She's got a bright personality. She loves to talk to people. She's really, a positive type person. And that's what I've always loved about her, is her attitude is really, by default, she's happy-go-lucky. And since she started Ozempic, she started on level 1. I'm not super familiar with Ozempic, but she was taking I guess it's level 1 dose, or the number 1 dose, for about a year. Before that, she was taking Trulicity, the once a week shot, and she always kind of dreaded that she would take it on a Thursday, so we know that Thursday night, Friday morning, she would feel pretty bad. Nausea, occasional vomiting, but generally she didn't feel very good taking that. And she takes a slew of other diabetic medications, antidepressant. She takes something for pain. She takes something for water. She takes something for, he's got her on all kinds of stuff. Not to mention she's doing Prilosec, fiber. She's doing all kinds of stuff. Just a lot of medications. And over this past year, I've watched her essentially default mood go from happy-go-lucky to kind of nervous, apprehensive, very reluctant to eat because of the nausea that comes from the Ozempic. Hi. Yes, I'm in here. Yes, I'm okay. Cat's wishing me a happy birthday. It's Cat, please. Come on. And this is the only place I could get any peace and quiet in the whole house, or privacy. It's crazy, whole nother story. But over the past year, she's gotten to the point where she can only tolerate fresh fruit in the morning, no cooked food. She can't stand the smell of food. She doesn't want anything to do with food. But as a diabetic, you have to eat. And she knows that. So her go-to now is like bananas, plums, nectarines, and some melon, either watermelon or like a honeydew, or she'll buy something, I'll cut it up for her, or prepared fruit. That's all she can do in the morning. And she doesn't eat a lot of sweets or anything anymore. She's really good about that. Loses her appetite, gets all upset, gets nauseous all day long. The normal routine is yes, I'm in here. I know. I'll be out soon. Is sleeping. Now she sleeps a lot because she's got nausea all the time. And she's got a new nausea medication, which she really likes. That's been hard to get for some reason because there's a shortage. Blah, blah, blah. And now our local Rite Aid closed, so now she's transitioning to like more home delivery. She was getting a lot of home delivery, but now she's getting more. But this whole Rite Aid drugstore thing, that's like a whole nother video, but it's really inconveniencing us because we moved basically right next to a Rite Aid for part of the reason that she could get her meds very easy, and it was super convenient. Drive through right by our house, within like 30 seconds from our house. So that's gone. And she hasn't been losing any weight on Ozempic. Her activity level is 0. I'm not even going to lie. It's 0. She watches TV all day, and now she sleeps a majority of the day to get through the nausea. And her default attitude now is sometimes it's often mean. She became very short with people, doctor's offices. She used to just love to gab and talk and all this, super happy. Now she's very upset and short with people. She has a hard time. She can barely walk, so I got her one of the rolling walkers. And she has neuropathy. She's had that for years. She's had the eye surgeries. She's had a lot of diabetic complications over the years. But Ozempic really is doing a number on her to the point where she has expressed over the past couple weeks that her will to live is waning because she's always sick. Like last night, this is Sunday morning, average night, she's up, she goes to bed at 11. She watches TV till 11. 12 o'clock, she's up in the bathroom. And it's usually like sharding. There is no more farting when you're on Ozempic. You have to get to the bathroom no matter what. So every 2 hours all night, she's going to the bathroom, 2 hours or less. Turn on the lights. And she wears oxygen at night because she had COVID, which really did a number on her lungs. A couple years back, she almost died. I found her unresponsive, laying on the bed. And we got an ambulance, and they had her in the hospital for, I think, 8 days. And she's got lung scarring. Combined, when she had COVID, she had low blood sugar. And she was like in a diabetic coma. She was unresponsive, and she was coughing. So I thought she was awake. But there's a nervous response to clear your lungs when you're semi or unconscious. I didn't know that. So I couldn't wake her up. Even though she was coughing, I couldn't wake her up. And so they got her to the hospital, but she does have permanent lung damage from that. So she's on oxygen all night. Take off the oxygen, go to the bathroom, come back and sit down and put the oxygen back on. Try to fall asleep. Okay, sleep for an hour and a half. Stomach hurts. Got to go to the bathroom again. So sleep is horrible. She sleeps whenever she can. She doesn't work, so she's home all day. And she often just falls asleep any time of the day. And she makes up for the sleep she doesn't get at night during the day. And while I'm at work, she's usually either asleep on the couch or asleep in the bed or asleep all the time. So it's thrown off her, I guess, circadian rhythm because she's always got to go to the bathroom at night because sometimes she gets real hungry at night. She's like, I got to eat something before I go to bed. She skips lunch altogether. And she's like, I said, because normally she'll wake up, her sugar will be 50. And so she's learning to dial back the insulin, and you got to eat something before you go to bed because she was always so nauseous. She hates eating. With Ozempic, she just can't stand it. It's like a torturous routine you're forced to do, and it's going to make you sick and horrible nausea and make it to like constantly where it's a loop, and you don't think you're going to get out of it, and it's just kind of a doom loop type scenario. And so the doctor said, well, you need to lose weight. Even though your A1C is great, you need to lose weight. So we're cranking you up to a dose 2 of Ozempic, which is what she's dealing with right now. This is day 2. Up all night, sick. I can hear her dry heaving. There's no food in her stomach, so nothing's coming out. She's got to be close to the bathroom all the time, so she stays in the bedroom and watches TV so she can get to the bathroom all the time. She's basically, at this point, has become partially incontinent, and She needs incontinence related stuff. She's starting to learn about that and learn how that works, and it's just another expense that we're already like financially sinking due to this economy and rising house payments. The same thing as everybody else. My paycheck all of a sudden isn't enough to pay our bills anymore, when 3 years ago we had like extra income, no problem, and we were like socking away in the savings. Now we don't like have anything, and we're like taking on water, taking out of the savings. So this is just added, we'll tolerate the added expense. We don't really have a choice, but it's made it to the point where it's just really, I feel that Ozempic is ruining her life. And she broke down about a week ago, got on the phone with her sister saying, I don't want to live anymore. This isn't worth it. I can't take it anymore. I don't like being sick. Her father passed away 20 years ago. She's like, I'd rather just be with my dad at this point. I don't even want to do this anymore. It's not even worth living. I can't enjoy food. I can't even go to the bathroom correctly anymore. But everything the doctor says for her to do, she does religiously, because she doesn't know any better. She doesn't want to listen to what I have to say. So I'm not trying to be her doctor, and she gets real offended at that when I try to give her any kind of common sense advice, what I feel is common sense advice. But yeah, so she's stuck in this. We can't travel. We can't go out to eat. We can't do anything. She lost her driver's license because her vision went bad enough not to drive. So she's homebound, and I'm the only person at home that drives now. And it's a whole situation that revolves around the bathroom and not being able to eat. So yeah, we haven't gone out to eat. We went out once to celebrate her mother's birthday about 6 months ago, and then before that, it's years. We won't go out to eat for a year. A sit-down restaurant, aside from being expensive or whatever, we don't do it anymore. Cooking big meals that me and her would enjoy, we used to enjoy for years, don't do it anymore. So now I'm left to my own devices, and she usually wants something really small and simple. I do a lot of vegetarian now, and she kind of likes that, but so it's really disrupted everything in the house. I mean, from cooking to going anywhere, to forget about vacations, forget about plane rides, forget about a cruise, forget about anything. Forget about all that shit. Because the doctor wants on this Ozempic, and it's ruining her life. And I don't know if anybody else has a similar situation. I know everybody's taking fucking Ozempic, and some people are taking it recreationally. And if you have the same experience my wife has, why would you intentionally want to make your life a living hell over 15 pounds or whatever? I don't get it. Maybe it's just her reaction. Maybe it's a medication interaction. She's had the same doctor now for 25 plus years. He's kind of a pill pusher. He's a young Chinese guy, and I don't have a lot of faith in him, but she does, because he's a doctor. So she does everything he says regardless. And this is where it's led her to having a miserable life. And she's 57. And she used to be happy-go-lucky a couple years ago, but now she's miserable, angry, upset, losing her will to live, basically, over where this has left her. So my question is, if she stopped Ozempic, would she regain some kind of appetite? Would she be able to go to the bathroom more normally? As far as like the continence situation, would that improve? I don't know. But I told her a couple times, and I don't want to push the point, that I wouldn't take that. And if I was you, I wouldn't take it either. But I mean, I'm not the doctor, so by all means, do whatever you think is right. So she's doing what the doctor says at her own peril. So just wanted to send this message out and let everybody know, like, what we're going through on Ozempic, what my wife is going through. She can't sleep. She can't eat. She can't go to the bathroom properly. She can't live her life anymore. She's tied to the bathroom and tied to nausea pills. And that's where we are. So that's it, man. Just letting you guys know what we got going on. And if you've got any similar comment, any similar situation, leave a comment or whatever. Are we an outlier? Is this not normal? Are everybody taking Ozempic is happy and functional and everything's great and they're just losing weight like magic? I don't know. Maybe that's the case. I don't have a ton of friends who are on Ozempic. I don't have any friends who are on Ozempic, but yeah, now they're going to prescribe it for people who are overweight before they even prescribe exercise and like better nutrition. They're talking for step number 1, you got to get on Ozempic. Step number 2, go to the gym. Like that's, to me, that's crazy and backwards. And they're pushing this shit on everybody. And at this point, I don't see it. I don't know. Anyways, forgive my video. I know it's looking at the car dashboard isn't very exciting, but I feel no need to show myself in any videos. And yeah, that's just what it is. So anyhow, that's it. Thank you guys for listening. And that's all. See ya.